Hey guys, it's John. It's approximately 5 o'clock in the morning right now, and just want to make this video because I've been experiencing like a lot of anxiety and almost sort of like a panic attack. Just lots of like depression and negative thoughts running through my mind right now, and I don't know, I just feel so ugly right now, and I just wanted to make this video to capture how I'm feeling. I can't sleep, and I don't know, I just feel so unattractive right now. I guess like the thing that like made me like that triggered it was like well, I guess like I kind of missed my old nose from the first rhinoplasty. I feel like this nose is a little bit small, but like objectively I know it's probably like the perfect size, or it's probably okay, but I just feel like I don't know how to explain it. Just a feeling. I just because when I had like the bigger nose, I felt like I looked a little bit more Caucasian, and now I look Asian, and I know there's nothing wrong with looking Asian, but I think like one of the things about plastic surgery that I don't know if like it happens to everybody, or certainly doesn't get talked about on the internet very often, but I just feel like, you know, over a really short period of time, I shifted from looking a certain way to shifting to look like another way to, I don't know, it's just like looking really different over a short period of time. It really messes with my mind, because I remember the first time I got the surgery done, I also didn't like how it looked, and I also had like a lot of like negative thoughts and regrets and body dysmorphia, and especially like right now, like there's a little bit of swelling, so it makes my profile look a little bit weird. And I don't know, I think objectively, like I can see how objectively like my looks have improved. I mean, my eyes are bigger now and more symmetrical, my chin is a little more balanced, and my nose ridge is a little bit higher, so I can see how like objectively I probably improved. But I don't know, it's just like, I don't know how to describe it, but there's always that part of me that's wondering, like, I don't know, it's just hard to describe it. Probably part of it is like I just haven't been sleeping all night. I've just been worried about like how I look. I guess I guess part of me is like, I wonder if I would have looked better if I kept my old nose, like the size of it. I guess like with this revision, I just wanted to like get the nose straight, but I don't know if like he reduced the size too much. And I guess like the one thing that just kind of like tethers me back to reality and makes me feel calm, in addition to some anti-anxiety medicine, which I just took like 5 minutes ago with some food. Well, it probably helps a little bit. I just feel so sleepy right now, but other than that, I guess like the one thought that kind of like really comforts me is that I know like Charles Lee is like a, you know, he's a businessman, so the worst comes to worst, I can just pay for another rhinoplasty. I can just build up the ridge. And I know this sounds so insane, but like, and I'm not like a very superficial or vain person, but I can't stop thinking about like, you know, is my nose too small? You know, it's just like, and this is not just like, it's not just like for my nose, it's just like one of the things that I don't think people talk about is like when you're doing plastic surgery, your body image is changing like so rapidly. Like one day you're swelling, the other day you're not. One day your eyes are like looking this way, and the other day it's not. And then I don't know, it's like it takes a long time for me to like get used to the way I look and to like love a certain version of myself. And then when I do come to peace with it, like that version is just like taken away, and then I'm given a new set of features I have to get used to, and I have to like just, I don't know, it's hard because it's like you have to keep like changing your self-image, and just like, I don't know, like it's just a lot of conflicting thoughts. There's like part of me that really liked how I look before plastic surgery, and there's part of me that really hates it and think that I look so like ugly before, and there's part of me that thinks that I have objectively improved, which is probably true. At least it pertains to conventional superficial standards a little bit more, like the larger eyes and more symmetry certainly I think is a good thing. But like there's also a part of me that just wonders, like, I don't know, it's just like, I wonder if I would have looked better with the larger nose, if my nose has shrunk too much and I don't have that very like sort of Western look anymore. You know, I mean, now I look Japanese, and like just like less than like 48 hours ago I looked like I was like probably like a quarter white or half white, and just like, I don't know, I think it's a lot of it is like the burden of choices, because once you do the plastic surgery path, it's like most people, they just kind of, you know, accept their looks, you know, they kind of like learn to accept it, and then kind of move on and get on with the rest of their life. But I think something that makes plastic surgery so stressful is that once you taste plastic surgery, you understand that like you can actually change how you look to a large degree in the world of atoms. And that brings a lot of stress, dude. That brings a lot of stress, because it's like the burden of choice, right? Because people have all these narratives built up around accepting themselves and stuff, and then they just kind of learn to accept themselves and they move on. But I think one of the things that don't get talked about is like plastic surgery. It's like this Pandora box. It just gets open, and all of a sudden you realize like, holy shit, I can change anything I want, almost anything I want about myself. It's like I can be God. And with that, it's like, it is so stressful. It is so stressful because you're always like questioning if you made the right choice or if the surgeon made the right choice. And also like, I'm like on painkiller right now, so like my mental state is all messed up to begin with the kind of concoction of chemicals inside me that's like trying to numb out my pain. And just like all of these things come together, it makes it like really difficult, like psychologically, like to undergo surgery. And I don't know if it's like something people like necessarily are that aware of, but it's some combination of just the burden of choice, and then having to constantly shift your self-image within a relatively short period of time, and also just being drugged up on painkillers and other medications that make you kind of like delirious. And just like all of these things like coming together, it creates like very weird and certainly very intense like negative emotions. And yeah, I just want to like make this video to capture that, because it's like I can't sleep because I'm always wondering like, you know, would I have looked better with the Western nose and stuff like that. And I guess like the one comforting thought is like, well, I can always just wait for the swelling to go down, and I have a pretty good amount of money saved up, so if I needed to get another surgery, I can always get another surgery. And that's like the one thought that's keeping me like really, really comfortable. But yeah, it's like this plastic surgery thing, man, it's crazy. It's like a Pandora's box. Once you open it, it's just like, because now it's like, now you're responsible for how you look, you know? It's like now you can actually overcome a certain aspect of nature that most people just kind of learn to accept, and that's a very, very, very stressful thing. It's like, what if you get to choose your gender or your race? Well, you can choose your gender now with the gender reassignment surgery and hormone replacement therapies, but I don't know, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, it just kind of like, once you realize like it's possible to change how you look to a large degree, like, holy shit, it's a really stressful thing. It's hard to articulate. Yeah, and it's just like life before surgery was a lot simpler, because you only had one set of way that you looked, and you could probably have worked out and lost weight, and that was the extent of it. Like, just having the ability to like rapidly change how you look, you know, it just like, it brings so much stress, and I don't think that like that gets talked about. But yeah, I can see why celebrities are like all messed up. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, like with this kind of like power comes a certain kind of stress that I think is difficult to articulate for people who haven't undergone surgery before. It's just because you just feel like it's just this burden of choice. It's just, you feel like it's kind of like making a video game character, and you spend like 5 hours on it. You know, you can't quite get the features right. You know, it's kind of like that, except it's like real life, and these features cost money, and it hurts like shit. And you have to take time away from your work and your life, and it's just like, it's a really crazy game. And all throughout this time, you're all drugged up and stuff, and you can't think clearly. So yeah, anyways, just making this video makes me feel a little bit better. Just want to get it out there. But I don't think, like, I've seen a lot of plastic surgery videos, but I don't think people talk about this aspect. I don't know if I'm the only one that suffers from this, but I'm sure there's other people. I think that's why, you know, people get addicted to this stuff. You know, they do so many surgeries until, like, their face is all messed up like Michael Jackson. It's because it's like, once you realize, like, holy shit, I can, like, essentially, like, change my face like I could do with, like, a video game character to a large degree. It's it opens up to a lot of new capabilities, but at the same time it opens up to a lot of, like, stress. And if anything, like, sometimes it makes my body dysmorphia even worse. Yeah, it was just kind of crazy. So yeah, I don't know, because I thought I would get surgery to fix, like, my body dysmorphia, to feel better about myself. And honestly, like, I do, guys. I love how I look, but at the same time, it's just like this new power brings, like, so much more stress, and it's in some weird ways it actually makes my body dysmorphia worse, because now I feel like, I don't know, I feel like, yeah, sorry, I'm just rambling now. Okay, I probably should go to bed. All right, thanks guys, thanks for watching.